Hi, everybody, and well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are calling in from this beautiful world that we are all inhabiting right now. Go ahead and drop in the comments where you're from and how things are going for you today, and just an overall hello. Okay. All right. It is about 1 o'clock my time. Hey, Lisa, how are you? And I'm just getting a cup of coffee. So imagine what I'm like without a lot of coffee in the morning, not as peppy. Okay. It is lovely to see everybody popping in. I've got a great idea for today. We're going to do some readings. I'm going to pull some cards for everybody. And we're also going to take advantage of this beautiful lunar energy that we have going on today. Yes. Let us know where we're from. Idaho, Date. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so glad it's going to be beautiful for you today, Lisa. I'm wondering, as we're getting things going today, are you in an area of the world? Is Idaho going to see any part of this eclipse today? Just wondering. Hey, Leah, how are you? So lovely to see you here today as well. I am just loving the energy today. I'm really amped. Okay, if you can't tell. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. All right. I'm just watching that come in for a moment. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. So we are going to pull some cards today, and I'm going to pull a card for the collective. After I give you a little bit of information on this new moon and this solar eclipse that we are all experiencing today. Why? Because it's happening, to be honest, right while we're doing this show. And I thought it would be great for this energy going on today. So let me tell you a little bit about what we've got going on, just so that we can all resonate with it in this present moment in time. Okay. So I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to settle into the space that you are inhabiting right now. If you are driving, please do not close your eyes. But if you are in a space where you feel comfortable, safe, maybe close your eyes as you just kind of listen to the words that I'm going to be sharing with you, because I really want you to embody this energy that we have, that we have access to at this, present moment in time. Okay. Because not only do we have a new moon, which is all about fresh starts, we have a solar eclipse new moon. And in the part of the world that I'm in, I'm not going to be able to see it. But that's okay, right? If, you look up at the sky, well, not only can I not see it because of where I'm at, but it's cloudy, right? But if you have an opportunity and you're in a space where you can see it, maybe even listen to the words as, I start talking about this, because at 1:07 p.m. in just 2 minutes from now, it starts. Okay. Now this new moon solar eclipse is a cosmic interruption. It's a moment where the sun, the moon, and the earth line up so precisely that the light goes out. And when the sun is eclipsed, it's the ego, right? It's the I, the identity that gets temporarily interrupted. And it's like it gets dimmed, but it's only so that that deeper truth can start to arise. All right. Now, as I said, we are still going to pull some cards here, but I just wanted to share some of this information with you because you may want your card pull to be around this energy. All right. Because like I said, it's the ego, the identity that gets temporarily dimmed so that that truth can rise. That's why this time feels so powerful. When the light drops, the noise drops with it. I talked about this a little bit yesterday, but it's the parts of you that are forming, pushing, or pretending start to lose the grip. So eclipse energy has this way of cleaning out what's been draining you. Our old patterns, our old roles, the old versions of ourselves that we've kind of outgrown, but we keep wearing them anyways. Now, because this eclipse is happening in Leo, I love all you Leos, the reset happens right at the center of your heart, which is super important, right? Because Leos are inner fire. It's our joy, our creativity, our courage, our child self who remembers what it feels like to be fully alive. So when that new moon meets the eclipse in Leo, it's like the universe is saying, get ready for this, okay? It's like the universe is saying, come back to what's real. Come back to what lights you up. That's huge. It's asking you to come back to the truth of who you are when you're not performing for anyone. Now, ask yourself, who are you when you stop performing and start living from your heart? That could be a good question for a card pull, right? Who are you? And why this energy feels so big is because it's not chaos. It helps us find clarity. It's not disruption. It's direction. And it's not ending. It's more of a return. So today's eclipse is here to help you drop the old identity and step into the version of you that feels authentic, grounded, and aligned with your heart. And that's why I wanted to share that before we started the card pulls, because this is so important. Now, right before we pull these cards, I'm going to light a candle for us. And this candle is going to go for us all day long. This is a candle all about joy and finding that creativity. So as I light it, start to think of the question that you want for your card pull, right? How is this aligning with your joy, right? Take a moment, close your eyes, breathe with me. Let go of everything that doesn't serve you. And just asking Spirit, the divine, to come here and, point us in the direction we need to be, the messages we need to hear, how we need to let go and move forward with more love and joy in our heart. One more breath in and out. So we light this candle in honor of ourselves and our growth and our joy today. And it's going to be with us as we do these card pulls. Yes, it is great new moon energy, Leah. I love it. So if you would like a reading, please go ahead and put a little 1 in the chat and we'll pull some cards for you. And as we're waiting for those ones to come in, I'm going to go ahead and pull a card for the collective on, capturing our own joy and creativity as we move through this new moon. Okay. Oh, I love that. So here's the card Yin. This is all about receptivity. So I love that. That is a perfect card for this new moon. It's very feminine in nature, and it just tells us to take a deep breath, step back, and allow ourselves to be in this position of receiving. So you can't make this up, right? So collectively, this is a message for us to find our joy, right? Is breathe, right? Go within. All right, Lindsay, we're going to go ahead and start and pull a card for you. Okay, Lindsay, what is your message for this new moon? What is it that you need to know for your highest intention as you move into this space of opening and alignment with the divine? Okay, Lindsay, let's see here. What is popping up? Okay, flexible. It is turning up in the reverse position here. Now, I think I've mentioned this before, is that when cards are reversed, it is really Spirit's way of saying, hey, I'm, calling the telephone line here. Are you listening? Are you picking up the line? I have stuff that I want to say to you, but maybe perhaps we're, too busy to, take that step back to answer the phone. Okay. So your message from Spirit, you're especially, during this, new moon solar eclipse, Lindsay, is to learn how to slow down and be a little bit more flexible. Try not to be so rigid. That means, if things aren't working out, maybe kind of look at it as, a guided misdirection because something better is waiting for you. You don't have to rush, right? Take it slow and just learn how to go with the flow and bend. Okay. So I hope that made sense to you, Lindsay. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for letting me know. Oh, great. All right, Lisa, let's go ahead and we'll pull a card. Okay, so those of you who are joining us live, go ahead and place a 1 in the chat if you'd like a reading. It is 111 on my time here. And I love numerology. So ones are all about new beginnings as well. So we can see how that's going, Yeah, be more patient. LOL, got it. Isn't that like, I don't even want to say what that is like, but I hear you and I relate to that. Sometimes patience is not my virtue, and I've said that a lot. Okay. All right, Lisa, let's go ahead and get a card pulled for you. What is it that you need to know for your highest good? Boom. All right. Oh, poise. All right. This is such a beautiful message, especially today. You see how this little fairy, I see her poised on top of this pedestal. And I love that because it's like her arms are outstretched. Oh, and look at that. The number here is 48. All right. I was just thinking that's 11, but that's not. That's not my math. That's a 12, which equals a 3, but that's totally different. But look at how she's outstretched. And we're talking about, this new moon being in Leo. 3 is a number of creativity. And it's a number of reaching for the stars and allowing things to shine, Lisa. So maybe take some time today to step aside and journal on what is it that you're trying to create into this world, because you're ready to start. You're ready to let yourself go. You're ready to let that star shine for you. And that is so beautiful, because when we have, this leonine, I don't know if that's going to be a word or not, energy in the sky, we're also working with the star Sirius. So how cool is that? Maybe look up and see what direction it is from where you're at and where it's leading you. So follow the stars. This is so beautiful. Okay, Lisa, I hope that message made sense to you and that resonated. Okay, I'm writing your name down, Cynthia. That way I can just keep track of everybody here. Okay. Yeah, 111. I love that. Okay. All right, Cynthia, let's grab a hold of a message for you right now. What is it that Spirit is asking? All right. What is it that Spirit wants you to know, especially working with this energy going on here? Okay. Let me see here. All right. Okay, mending. So again, when mending comes up in a reverse position, especially, like I said, any card, it's just a message that Spirit's been trying to speak to you. Now, this is a perfect card to get, especially for today as well, because, this is about, you letting go of the need to fix everything. Okay. So I want you to go ahead, and if you feel comfortable, you can either say yes or no to that. Are you the person that people go to fix everything? But if you are, how are you bringing that energy to yourself? How are you mending within your own heart, in your own space, in how you want to show up for yourself and for the people around you? Are you taking the necessary time to do that? Okay. All right. Thank you, Cynthia, for letting me know that. So that message for you then for this, new moon solar eclipse is to let that part of the story go for you. You don't have to be the person that everybody goes to. You can. This is a trick that I've learned, and this may make sense to you, is sometimes when people come to me and they, have something that they want to discuss, instead of saying, well, what I think, I'll say, do you want my opinion, or do you just want me to listen? And if they want me just to listen, then it's already taken it off my plate. There's nothing I need to do. I just need to be an ear. If they want me to, provide an opinion, then I'll say, okay, right? Here's my thoughts. You can take it or leave it. But then I let that go as well, right? I don't try to continue working on it. So for you, Cynthia, take the time today to, let go of the obligation that you may just be putting on yourself. For this, come back to your true heart and center and just find your joy. Okay. All right, Cynthia. So I hope that resonated with you. Okay, Lisa, what did you say? Yes, I've been feeling, I just don't know quite what to be creative with. So many. Oh, your Gemini mind. Yes. Don't I know a Gemini mind very well? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm just scrolling up through here. Irene, let's go ahead and pull a card for you. And Leah, I wasn't sure if you're saying 111 because you want a reading, or just because it's 111. Oh, no, it does. There's 4 ones there. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Okay, Cindy, I'll get you after I get Leah. Okay. All right, Irene, let's see here. What is this beautiful message from Spirit for you and your beautiful leonine nature? Again, I'm just making up words. And it could be true. Okay. All right. What is it? Here we go. Girl. Okay. This is so beautiful. You can't make this stuff up. This is just freaking bananas. This is all about new life. right? This is about you coming out, like emerging from that, shell, from that cocoon of everything that has been ooey gooey and crazy busy over the last several weeks, months, even years for you, is to wake up into something fresh, into something that is going to make you take a deep breath and, be seen in a new light. This could also mean that, maybe roles and things are shifting for you, especially in a professional career, and you're taking on a little bit more responsibility. And I see that not in this aspect of what you're so focused on right now for you personally, but in a broader sense. So this new life is just you extending and stretching out your horizons into something deeper, and more resonating with your heart. So give yourself the time to kind of just feel in that energy. And when you're ready, it's going to shoot forward for you. You're really going to feel it. You're going to, experience so many different things. But I also think that this could be something new for you too, like in something, I want to say, like a complete new endeavor of being like, and I want to, this way it's coming in is like, it's coming in and I kind of feel like this answer's on a rainbow, and it's like, it starts on the ground and like moves itself up towards the heavens. So I'm wondering, right, even if you're learning something new with connecting, all right, with connecting with the divine, that's going to come down and just kind of rock you forward. Ooh, okay. So tell me, if that makes sense to you, Irene, let me know. Okay. All right. So Leah, I believe you are next, and then we're going to go ahead and do Cindy. Okay. All right, Leah. Let's see here. What do we got going on for you? Okay. Yes, Irene. I love that. Perfect. Yes. Oh, perfect. You are so welcome. All right, Leah. Let's see what we've got going on. Okay. Co-create. Oh, you're going to hear this a lot because I just freaking love every card. Okay. This card is all about co-create. Now, if you were here at the beginning, I talked a little bit about the new moon being in Leo in the solar eclipse and how that's hitting us on a collective, energy level today, no matter what part of the world that you are inhabiting. And Leo's got this energy of, leading with the heart, being playful, being passionate, being creative, and being, even just eccentric. So this message for you is all about co-creating. What is it that you want to bring into this world? We've got this little egg here. We've got a little owl here and a little cheetah here. And I'm just going to go off and say that, the owl here is bringing this wisdom forward. So it's kind of like even this message of something that you've learned over a lifetime, can be brought into something that you could be teaching in the future to others. It's just getting all the bits and pieces put together, Leah. So tell me if that makes sense to you. If you're resonating with that message. But this is like an all go ahead forward, co-create. Don't forget you're not alone in this process. So you've got people around you that will help and support you, especially spirit. All right. So that is a really great one. I love it. Love it. Okay. All right. Cindy, you are next here. Let's go ahead and pull a card. Yes, if you'd like a reading, just go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. I've got Elena and Suzanne next. And Melissa too. All right. Good. I'm just letting that go. All right. You are so welcome, Leah. I'm glad that made sense to you. Okay, Cindy, let's go ahead and pull a card for you. It's so crazy to think too, the energy shifting as you're working with different people, even though we're virtual right now, how things just move and go through that electronic world, and things slow down, get a little bit more grounded, or they get a little bit more fiery, or just a little airy or watery. All right, this is perfect. Okay, Cindy, this is about regeneration. Using this time period, again, we've been invited as a collective to let go, right? That let go of the things that no longer serve us, whether they are our thoughts, ideas, our actions, is just to bring us into a space where we can get true to ourselves, right? So I pulled a card for the collective at the beginning of this call, and it was called Yin. And that was that receptivity. coming into the center of your space. And this right here, do you see all these little blue flowers on this card? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. It's kind of hard to see it. This is about you, really planting your roots and spreading them out and getting the exact nourishment that you need, especially during this time period. So it's like you're reinventing yourself, that like little snake that shed its skin and is about ready to move forward. Okay, so Cindy, tell me how that makes sense to you, right? Do you feel this energy moving through you, this kind of like this slithering and, branching out and finding that exact nourishment that you need? And you probably didn't see that because where the camera's at, but I felt like the flame on the candle just went banana crazy. So maybe that hit a spot for you. Okay, I love that. I see your little hearts down there. So that's perfect. Okay, all right. Melissa, here we go. I'm going to pull a card. I did not forget about you, Suzanne or Elena. I am working down my list now that I see it. Okay. Melissa. Let's see here. Ooh, let's pull a message for you. Okay, fork in the road. Now, I really like this card because now you are in a position where number one is 13, and 13 is just a beautiful number. But Melissa, this is a spot for you to make a decision, and you are actively having to participate in the direction of where you're going, because even non-action is a choice. So make that choice to either go left or go right or go straight or go back, right? This is you, right? But if you just stay in that spot, just know you're still making a decision. So no matter which way you go, like I love all these signs on here because they just kind of show you that no matter which direction you decide to venture into, Spirit's got your back. Okay. Whatever you need this is going to be, where you're being led in the space that you need to go. Just for your highest good. It's very reminiscent to me as the Chariot card in the tarot deck, where it doesn't really matter the choice that you make because you made it from here and you didn't just not do it. So Melissa, tell me how that, sits with you. Does that make sense? Do you feel that energy? And if not, that's okay too, right? Just sit with it, right? And just, try to unpack what is it that, maybe you need to step forward from, maybe what you need to step away from, right? If you're stepping backwards, then you're obviously stepping away from something. If you're stepping forward, you're stepping into something. If you're going to the left, it's going to feel this way. If you're going to the right, it's going to feel that way, right? So, take it apart, dissect it a little bit. Really kind of even stop the video and look at the image of this card and see what it has to say. Okay. Now let's go ahead here. Elena, here we go. We're going to go ahead and pick a card for you. And I hope I pronounced your name right, Elena. Sometimes my pronunciation isn't the best. So let's see the message that Spirit is bringing forth for you at this time. What do you need to know for your highest good and your highest intention? Okay, Elena, here we go. Okay, so you saw me shuffle that deck, right? You saw me shuffle that deck. You can't make this stuff up. So sometimes, again, when cards come up multiple times, it could just be, that message, needs to be heard by more than one person, because it's really important to, be the own leader of your life. Okay. So Elena, if this makes sense to you, please let me know. Put a heart in the chat. Anything, you got that. Okay. You're welcome, Melissa. Yes. Yeah. So Elena, this is, you have to make that choice. You got to step forward if that's where you want to go, or step back. Don't beat yourself up about this decision that you make, because you have to make it true for you. Nobody else can tell you what to do, right? You got to feel it in your soul. You got to feel it in your bones. And again, just know you're not alone with this. You don't have to, feel like you've got nobody on the other side helping you. You've got your angels, your guides, and your ancestors here with you. Okay. So thank you for putting that little heart in the chat. That is so, so beautiful. Okay. So just take a moment, maybe just rewatch this and go, all right, I got it. I know which direction I need to take, and I'm okay with it. I'm going to trust myself because I trust in Spirit. All right. All right, Susie Ann, I'm going to call you Susie. Suzanne, let's go ahead and pull a card for you. Okay. Yes. I know I saw a couple more ones in there. Okay, Keith, I saw you. I will get you after I do Suzanne. Okay. Okay. All right, Suzanne. Let's see here. What do we got going on? I'm really feeling the wisdom of the Oracle card deck today by Colette Baron-Reid. I just really love the simplicity of the messages, even though they've got a lot of depth to them. Okay, let's see here. Yes, taking your power back, Elena. Oh my gosh, I freaking love that. Oh, that's perfect. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, Suzanne, here we got no place like home. All right, girl. Now, again, you are not alone. You have a partner in spirit. You have a partner with the people that are in your life that are your closest allies. All right. So when the no place like home card shows up in the reverse position, that is spirit saying, do not forget, right? Do not forget that you can make your home any place you want it to be. As long as you're good in your heart, right? It can resonate with your mind, your body, your soul, and all of the people around you. You don't need a physical place for your home, right? Because your home is everywhere. So this message for you, Suzanne, for this, new moon and this, solar eclipse is don't forget that home is where you make it. Right? You don't need that physicality of it. And I'm having this, what's coming in, and let me know if this sits with you, is I'm just getting, it kind of feels a lot related to a work endeavor. So I don't know how that sits with your heart. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But what I'm sensing is just this idea of, where am I going to find myself? Where can I find my people? How do I bring across the work that I love to do and make everybody feel at home? And maybe you're traveling a little bit more. Maybe you don't have like a physical location to the work that you do, but you find that space of peace and serenity in the places that you go to. So let me know if that makes sense to you, right? Is that, because I do, it's not, like I just want to keep rubbing my hands here. It's not that you don't have a lovely place around you. It's just like all around you, you bring home with you, and don't forget that. Maybe that's just the message. And my words are not wanting to come out right with that. Is that you bring home to the places too. Okay, so let me know if that resonates with you. You can go ahead and drop a comment in the chat below. Okay. All right. So Keith. We're pulling a card. So it could be whatever topic you want it to be. I've just been pulling cards for the new moon solar eclipse. But if you have a question, like Keith's got a question here, will I find a job in Chicago? I mean, let's pull a card and let's see what we've got going on. I don't think I'm going to use the Oracle card deck for that. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the tarot deck for that. Okay, Keith. All right. Yes. Okay. Oh, I love that. This gives freedom of expansion. This is my inquiry. Well said. Woohoo! I love that, Susie. Perfect. All right. So much love, girl. All right, Keith. Let's see here. You're looking for a job in Chicago. This may be a little bit deeper than just a one card pull, so we'll just see what comes up. Cheryl will come ahead to you next. Okay, Keith. All right. So I guess the question to you, Keith, is what are you looking for, right? Are you looking for this job to kind of tie together the dual nature of your being? Because as it looks, right now, this part of you is like kind of could be craving, finding togetherness, right? And this could be togetherness with another person. This could be togetherness just within yourself, wanting to, mend back in dual parts of yourself that could have fallen apart. Now, if you're asking if you're going to find a job in Chicago, right? I hate doing yes and no type questions for tarot because it's more complex than that. Okay. Now, again, this card showed up in, the reverse position, and it's like spirit is reaching out and just wanting to ask you, like, why? Why are you choosing, that area? Number one, is there a reason that you're staying there? And if you are staying there at all, if you're just going there to get away from something, right? And that could be key for you. The recommendation, if this card were to come up, instead of saying a yes or no, it's like you need to bring together the parts of yourself that, have kind of drifted apart. and make yourself more into one and understanding really, what are you looking for? What are you trying to get out of this, right? Of this situation. So think about it that way, because yes and no questions are very, very challenging. Like I said with tarot, because tarot is more complex than just yes and no, right? You have to be, again, this active participant in this engagement and in this conversation. Okay. So maybe journal on that today. What does that mean for you to feel whole? What would it feel like if you had this part of your mind and maybe your heart's working as one? Okay. So I hope you found that helpful for you. All right. Now, all right, Cheryl, we're going to go ahead, and I think you might be my last one for the day. If you live in an area where the sun is shining and you can, get outside and you don't have clouds and you can see this eclipse, right? Try it out. It's at its peak at 1:40 p.m. ET, which is in 8 minutes from now. See what happens, right, for you. All right, Cheryl, let's go ahead and pull a card for you. What is it that you need to know for your highest good, especially around this new moon solar eclipse? Right? How does this sit? I don't want that card. That doesn't feel right for you. Let's go here. All right. This is so beautiful. Loyal hearts. Okay, so we just talked about the Lover's card in the tarot deck. You're welcome, Elena. And that Lover's card is that coming together, right? Like bringing things into this space where we feel like we're working at our optimal 120%. Everything is flowing right. And the Loyal Heart card in this Oracle card deck kind of reminds me of that energy. It's like, all right, we can see, beyond a shadow of a doubt, who we are in all these different aspects of our life and the complexity that makes us who we are. And this Loyal Heart card for you is saying, okay, you are perfect exactly where you are right now. Continue giving yourself love, continue nourishing yourself in all different aspects, mentally, emotionally, physically, and you will continue to have just this beautiful booming heart. Right? Especially because we have this new moon in Leo, which is all centered on that space of our playfulness and our passion and just that heart-centered nature of creativity and just joy and love. Oh, I'm so glad that you love that, Cheryl, because that is just a beautiful message. And you pair that with the Yin card that we got today for the collective. Whether you're watching this today or tomorrow or whatever, you have this beautiful, receptivity energy flowing through that. So I hope that made sense to you. I thank each and every one of you for jumping on here this afternoon to be in the collective and get little card pulls and sharing this energy of the new moon and solar eclipse. Now let's just take a moment, bringing down that energy. Close your eyes if you can. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Just thanking our angels, guides, and ancestors for being with us today as we do this sacred work. I'm going to continue allowing this candle to burn for the rest of its duration, since it has all of our energy in it, and, bringing that forward. So if you get some time today, maybe even just make an intention for that new moon based around your card pull. All right. Or the collectives. That makes sense to you. All right, guys. So much love. See you soon. Bye.